Hello, everybody, and welcome
to Atheist Sunday School, your one-stop shop for everything atheist, Sunday, and school. Jinx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Personal jinx. Oh, you can't talk for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, that's...
Unless I say your name. Or you owe me soda, I guess. That's the rule.
Fuck you.
You owe me a soda.
I don't give a shit.
All right. So we're starting at the tab then. 100 points show. All right, Lawrence, what's your question for the 100 points show while we're waiting for viewers?
What is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card is Celtic Guardian.
No, it's not.
It's Exodia.
You can't...
It's Exod.
Which piece of Exodia?
Exodia's right leg.
Ooh, so close.
Ooh.
Oh, man. It's the right arm. All right. Okay.
All right, well, I didn't get the points then. What is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Dark Magician.
No.
Dark Magician Girl.
No.
Damn, I don't know.
Winged Karibo, level 10.
That's awful.
I know. All right. Well, anyways, today we are covering Numbers, chapters 26, 27, 28, and 29. But before that, do we have any announcements?
We don't.
We don't have any announcements.
But I would like to say that if you haven't seen it already, there is, in my opinion, a wonderful episode of Nuggets from Hell with Richard Carrier.
And the only episode of Nuggets from Hell.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty good. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I definitely recommend checking it out. It was a lot of fun. Other than that, really no announcements. Although next week I think we'll be finishing up this book.
Yeah.
Not the Bible, but Numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, Numbers.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, Numbers goes on actually to
36, I think.
36. Yeah, 36 chapters. So if you want to cover 7 chapters next week, I guess we could do that.
We got this.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah, because there's a very interesting story that I've been reading about. I'm going to learn more about it to have good commentary, and it's kind of like goes through most of the rest of the book, and I didn't just want to leave like 2 chapters for the last episode of this book. So we're going to do that.
And remember, if you become a $50 patron, you could be on this show reading with us.
Yes, you could be right here on the show, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Anyways, let's begin then. I have the King James Version of the Bible.
And I have the English Standard Version.
And we also have the Oxford Companion to the Bible and an Old Testament survey in case we need it.
Oxford Companion.
Right. And you didn't bring who wrote the Bible again?
No, because this entire thing is written by P, except for like some stuff that was written by a redactor.
All right.
Yeah, P. Woo.
We are not big fans of P.
No.
Probably so far my least favorite of all the authors of the Bible.
Although next week we're getting into some, not next week, but when we get into Deuteronomy, it's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty interesting because Deuteronomy and the Deuteronomistic history, which I'll just include Deuteronomy in that was all written before the Torah, or before the other 4 books.
Right. It's the first book of the Torah. Really?
Well, it's the first one of the Torah that was written, yes. Yeah. Although there are some books that are actually older, like, what is it? The Psalms, actually, the tradition of the Psalms, those like specific ones, actually go back to Ugarit.
Yeah.
And then I think, I forget like the names of some of the prophets. Like I think Job was actually written before most of them. I think. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But other than that, until we get into those books, I won't know that much about them. So let's get into Numbers chapter 26.
All right, Numbers 26. And it came to pass after the plague, that the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, saying, Take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel from 20 years old and upward throughout their father's house, all that are able to go to war in Israel. And Moses and Eleazar the priest spake with them in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Take the sum of the people from 20 years old and upward, as the Lord commanded Moses and the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt. So they put together a draft.
I think they're taking a census.
No, they're saying.
Oh yeah, able to go to war.
Able to go to war, so they're drafting people now.
Maybe they just take a census of the people who can go to war.
Well, to this day in Israel, all adults are drafted into the military, and every adult serves. It's not like in the U.S. where you have to sign up.
Yeah.
But maybe they do that because of Moses' horrific warring. I mean, really, this guy and Abraham, they're really just warlords, right? Moses
Was Abraham a warlord?
Yeah, the Battle of 9 Kings. Remember? When he took his
all
armies?
those kings. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I forgot about those.
Yeah. We need to figure out more about those kings.
Yeah, Moses is definitely more of a hawkish kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reuben, the eldest son of Israel, the children of Reuben, Hanok, of whom cometh the family of the Hanakites, obviously. Of Palu, the family of the Paluites. Of Hezron, the family of the Hezronites. Of Carmi, the family of the Carmites. These are the families of the Reubenites, and they were numbered of them were 40,003,730. And the sons of Palu, Eliab, and the sons of Eliab, Nemuel, and Dathan, and Abiram. This is that Dathan and Abiram, which were famous in the congregation, who strove against Moses and against Aaron in the company of Korah, when they strove against the Lord. Apparently they didn't die.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, with the rest of the people who did that. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up together with Korah when that company died. What time the fire devoured 250 men, and they became a sign. Okay, so they also died.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they mentioned them. Notwithstanding, the children of Korah died not. The sons of Simeon after their families, of Nemuel, the family of the Nemuelites, of Jamin, the family of the Jaminites, of Jachin, the family of Jachinites.
Yakin, I don't know.
Yakin, maybe.
I have no idea.
Of Zerah, the family of the Zarhites, of Shaul, the family of the Shaulites. This is just one of those chapters.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It's very long, too. This is about 3 or 4 times the length of chapter 25. These are the families of the Simeonites, 22,200. The children of Gad after their families, of Zephon, the family of the Zephonites, of Hagi, the family of the Haggites, of Shuni, the family of the Shunites, of Azni, the family of the Aznites, of Eri, the family of the Erites, of Arad, the family of the Aradites, of Arali, the family of the Aralites. These are the families of the children of Gad, according to those that were numbered of them, 40,500. The sons of Judah were and Onan. And and Onan died in the land of Canaan.
I'm actually really curious to see, because when archaeologists do excavations, they can give a rough estimate of how many people lived in the area at a certain time.
Yeah.
So I am very curious to see if these numbers are accurate or close to accurate.
Well, we also need a time to refer to, right?
Yes, that's true. Although, I mean, at the time this was written, that was after the Babylonian exile, but what this is referring to would have been much earlier.
Well, that theory that I had with people living for a longer time earlier in the Bible, being generally this person was in charge or this person's family was in charge, but we don't really know the time frame, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, you got Moses here, and I'm willing to bet at some point, wandering in the desert as an old man, this guy dies. Right? I mean, why not just have Moses as a title, right? As, like, the generic warlord chief.
Right.
Because Buddha, for example,
Is a title.
it refers to Siddhartha Gautama, but also refers to a number of other Buddhas.
Right, but I mean, the way people view Moses nowadays, at least, is at least the scholarly community that he was just a cultural hero,
Right.
like a Hercules, I guess.
Hercules. Mm.
I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, it would make sense that generally these heroes' names would be taken from some kind of leader, some kind of representative of something. Right? Like Odysseus was probably some dude at some point.
At some point. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I know that people have tried to find, the historical Moses. They've tried that.
Well, right, but what I'm saying is, if Moses is more of a tribal war chief leader title, right, then trying to refer to any time of Moses as like an individual piece.
Yeah, but I definitely don't think it's the title, because nobody else is called Moses.
Right. But there's just so much about Moses that it has to come from multiple sources at least. And we know that it comes from multiple sources, right?
Yes.
Which originates from a verbal history.
Yeah, they did have an oral history.
Right. And obviously you're going to mix up stories of heroes and legends.
Yeah, but this was because P, for example, he already had J and E to work with.
Right.
And they already had the Deuteronomy to work with. So I definitely don't think that the writer of Deuteronomy necessarily made up Moses,
Right.
but I think there was this cultural hero that the Israelites had, and then they just wrote something about him.
Yeah, so like
I'm trying to think of a good
all of the
analogy.
events that they give to Moses, like hitting the rock in the water and like wandering through the desert, that could have occurred throughout the entire history of their civilization, and they just mix it up and refer to it as Moses over the verbal history as it evolves. So finding the actual historical Moses might be literally impossible.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much where all scholarship is. Like, and when it comes to things like the Exodus, nothing of that magnitude ever happened.
Right.
I have to do more reading on that, but nothing of that magnitude.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet maybe there was a tribe of like 50 or 60 people who were wandering through the desert at one point, and they just kept on adding to the numbers over time. A game of telephone. That seems fair.
Yeah, it's a big game of telephone. Yeah, before anything was written down.
Yeah. And the sons of Judah after their families were of Shelah, the family of the Shelanites, of Pharez, the family of the Pharezites, of Zerah, the family of the Zarhites. And the sons of Pharez were Hezron, the family of the Hezronites, of Hamul, the family of the Hamalites. These are the families of Judah, according to those that were numbered of them, 16,500. Of the sons of Issachar, after their families, of Tola, the family of the Tolaites, of Puah, the family of the Punites, of Jashub, not Jashrub.
What?
Jashub.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
What is going
We
on?
have a monk.
I have come to bless these two boys
Do I know
by
you?
holy water.
I don't know if I know you. Do I?
We've met before.
Have we?
Today's your christening.
Is it? I am wearing a mic.
It's a green gun.
I am wearing a mic, good sir.
It's a green gun, so it
Invisible.
doesn't show up.
I am wearing a mic, good sir. I don't know what's
We have
I am so confused.
Incense, the lift of hands as the evening sacrifice.
praise God, praise the Lord.
Are you Moses?
I'm a monk.
A monk?
Yeah,
Ah, you should have
just
been Moses.
a monk. Some monk. Well, we have monks.
You should have been Moses.
Oh, that helps so much.
That helps so much.
Does it help so much?
There's
I don't
even
think
like
this is-
crosses on
I'm not
the.
really sure which one it is.
This is very Jesus-y. We're not even in the New Testament yet.
Bow your heads in
Prophecy.
Ah,
This is
bow your
prophecy.
heads in prayer.
Lord God,
I'm gonna
Heavenly
bow my head
Father.
and killing myself.
prayer. Please forgive these poor, lowly sinners. They have sinned against you in thought, word, and deed, but you have given them the key to salvation. Through you and your Son, they are saved from their sins.
Thanks.
Amen.
Thanks, Holmes. Oh,
Thank you.
Here's a mic.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I got it. Okay. All right.
Well, that was interesting.
Okay, that was new.
Anyways,
Can we move these balloons?
I got it.
where was I?
Hi guys, I still exist.
That was new.
Yeah, that was new.
That has never happened before.
We've not had a monk on the show before.
No, we have not. That was really strange.
Yes. These are the families of Issachar, according to those that were numbered of them, 304,300. Of the sons of Zebulun, after their families, of Sered, the family of the Sardites, of Elon, the family of the Elonites, of Jaleel, the family of the Jalilites. These are the families of the Zebulunites, according to those that were numbered of them, 300,500. The sons of Joseph, after their families, were Manasseh and Ephraim. Of the family of the sons of Manasseh, of Machir, the family of the Machirites, of Machir begat Gilead. Of Gilead come the family of the Gileadites. These are the sons of Gilead. Of Jeezer, the family of the Jeezerites. Of Helek, the family of the Helekites. And of Asriel, the family of the Asrielites. And of Shechem, the family of the Shechemites. And of Shemidah, the family of the Shemitites. And of Hefer, the family of the Heferites. And Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, had no sons but daughters. Zelophehad.
We're actually gonna see. It says that he had no the sons he had no sons
He had no sons
but daughters.
but daughters.
And we're gonna be talking about the daughters in the next chapter.
Oh, isn't that
They
exciting?
They get their own thing.
We're not even halfway through this chapter. This is insane.
I just realized that fucking anybody dressed in a costume can just come in here at any time.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Okay. That was just so weird.
And the names of the daughters of Zelophehad were Mala and Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. These are the families of Manasseh, and those that were numbered of them, 52,700. These are the sons of Ephraim after their families, of Shuthelah, the family of the Shuthelites, of Becher, the family of the Bechrites, of Tahan, the family of the Tahanites. And these are the sons of Shuthelah, of Aran, the family of the Aranites. These are the families of the sons of Ephraim, according to those that were numbered of them, 32,500. These are the sons of Joseph after their families, the sons of Benjamin after their families, of Bela, the family of the Belaites, of Ashbel, the family of the Ashbelites, of Ahuram, the family of the Ahuramites, of Shufam, the family of the Shufamites, of Hufam, the family of the Hufamites. And the sons of Bela were Ard and Naaman, of Ard, the family of the Ardites, and of Naaman, the family of the Naamites. These are the sons of Benjamin after their families, and they that were numbered of them were 45,600. These are the sons of Dan after their families, of Shuham, the family of the Shuhamites. These are the families of Dan after their families. All the family of the Shuhamites, according to those that were numbered of them, were 304,400. Of the children of Asher after their families, of Jimnah, the family of the Jimnahites, of Jesui, the family of the Jesuites, of Beriah, the family of the Beriites, of the sons of Beriah, of Heber, the family of the Heberites, of Malchiel, the family of the Malchielites, And the names of the daughter of Asher was Sarah. These are the families of the sons of Asher according to those that were numbered of them, who were 53,400. Of the sons of Naphtali, after their families, of Jazeel, the family of the Jazelites, of Guni, the family of the Gunites, of Jezer, the family of the Jezerites, of Shillem, the family of the Shillemites. These are the families of Naphtali according to their families. Those that were numbered of them were 45,400. These were the numbered of the children of Israel, 600,000 and 1,730.
1,730. Wow.
Yeah.
We're almost done with this chapter. Or I should say, you're almost done with this chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
get to the point.
Yeah, get to the point. Exactly. That's what we're trying to do.
We're trying.
We are attempting.
But they didn't write it that way.
No, they didn't write it to get to the point.
Yeah.
Is this how all censuses were written?
I don't know.
Well,
It's
if it was,
garbage.
it was a bad idea. I'm
It's
glad we have
such
graphs
garbage.
now.
Yes, graphs are so much better. If they would have used a graph instead of all of that,
Yeah.
that would have been so much better. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Unto these the land shall be divided for an inheritance, according to the number of names. To many thou shalt give the more inheritance, and to few thou shalt give the less inheritance. To every one shall his inheritance be given according to those that were numbered of him. Notwithstanding the land shall be divided by lot, according to the names of the tribe of their fathers they shall inherit. According to the lot shall the possession thereof be divided between many and few. And these are they that were numbered of the Levites after their families. Of Gershon, the family of the Gershonites. Of Kohath, the family of the Kohathites. Of Merari, the family of the Merarites. These are the families of the Levites, the family of the Libanites, the family of the Hebronites, the family of the Mahalites, the family of the Mushites, the family of the Kohathites, and Kohath begat Amram. And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi.
That is a terrible name.
Yeah.
Jochebed.
Whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt, and she bare unto Amram, Aaron, and Moses, and Miriam their sister. And unto Aaron was born Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. And Nadab and Abihu died when they offered strange fire before the Lord. Yep, you can't offer foreign incenses, remember that. Which is strange. Because that's how Jesus gets his whole thing.
You
right?
said yours was strange fire before the Lord?
Strange fire.
Oh.
It's probably foreign in there, right?
This says unauthorized.
Unauthorized.
Unauthorized fire.
That's classified information. Unauthorized fire.
I like unauthorized fire.
Yeah.
Hold on. I could totally see this. Like, if there is a fire in, let's say, a movie theater, you could yell at it and say, "You are unauthorized.
You shall not pass." Yeah.
Damn unauthorized fires getting into places where they're not authorized.
I mean, we only let VIP fires in here.
Yeah, seriously. They have to be the best fires.
Yep.
The best fires, the biggest fires,
Yeah.
the hottest fires.
They will impress people bigly.
Bigly.
And those that were numbered of them were 23,000, all males from a month old and upward. For they were not numbered among the children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel. These are they that were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. But among these there was not a man of whom Moses and Aaron the priest numbered, when they numbered the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. For the Lord had said to them, They shall surely die in the wilderness. And there was not left a man of them,
Okay, so it seems...
save Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. Okay.
Except for Caleb. Okay. Interesting.
And Joshua.
Yes. So what I find interesting is... Yeah.
Hey, if you're enjoying the
Yeah,
stream,
sure.
give it a like. It helps us out a lot. And share it to,
And we-
ex-wives, estranged, family members,
Yeah.
second cousins,
And
friends.
we apologize for the way the Bible is written.
Yeah, we didn't write this. I would like to go out of my way to say I am not responsible for this monstrosity.
Yeah, it does get worse. Like not today, don't worry. But
In Chronicles.
yeah, in Chronicles. But what I find interesting is that except for Caleb and Joshua, the only people that have lived throughout this entire thing, or no, those are the only people who are actually going to get to the promised land, right? That's what it seems that it's saying.
Apparently.
Yeah. But everyone else has died in the wilderness, except for...
Well,
I mean,
no,
they're gonna
it's
die.
just everyone who's descended from Moses and Aaron.
No, not descended.
No, it says, among these there was not a man of them whom Moses and Aaron the priests numbered.
Numbered. Listed. Like when they were first listing things.
Right.
It's not the ones that they...
Oh, so none of the people who were numbered in that one, all the people on that census never get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for Caleb and Joshua, it looks
But
like.
all of the new people
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fair.
All right. And then Numbers 27. And this is where we talk about the daughters of Zelophehad.
Oh, yeah?
I should name my kid Zelophehad.
You should never reproduce.
That's a good point. Then drew near the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, son of Gilead, son of Machir, son of Manasseh, from the clans of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. The names of his daughters were Mala, Noah, Hogla, Milcah, and Tirzah. And they stood before Moses and before Eleazar the priest and before the chiefs and all the congregation at the entrance of the tent of meeting, saying, Our father died in the wilderness. He was not among the company of those who gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah, but died for his own sin, and he had no sons. Why should the name of our father be taken away from his clan because he had no son? Give to us a possession among our father's brothers. So they're not even getting what his father's would-be possession. They're getting their uncle's possession, or some of it at least. That's what they're asking for.
Right.
What?
Because obviously the inheritance couldn't come down to the girls.
Yeah, obviously. Well, let's see what they do. Let's see what they do.
Let's see.
Moses brought their case before the Lord. And the Lord said to Moses, The daughters of Zelophehad are right. You shall give them possession of an inheritance among their father's brothers and transfer the inheritance to their fathers to them. And you shall speak to the people of Israel, saying, If a man dies and has no son, then you shall transfer his inheritance to his daughter. And if he has no daughter, then you shall give his inheritance to his brothers. And if he has no brothers, then you shall give his inheritance to his father's brothers. And if his father has no brothers, then you shall give his inheritance to the nearest kinsman of his clan. They could have just said that before.
Yeah.
Like in general, they could have just said that. And he shall possess it. It shall be for the people of Israel a statute and rule as the Lord commanded Moses. So, I think, nope, I have no commentary on that.
Nope. No,
Okay.
that's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Do they tax it, though?
I don't know.
Inheritance tax?
I don't know.
Ah.
The Lord said to Moses, Go up into this mountain of Abarim and see the land that I have given to the people of Israel. When you have seen it, you also shall be gathered to your people, as your brother Aaron was, because you rebelled against my word in the wilderness of Zin when the congregation quarreled, failing to uphold me as holy at the waters before their eyes. And these are the waters of Meribah, of Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin. Moses spoke to the Lord, saying, Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, appoint a man over the congregation, who shall go out before them and come in before them, who shall lead them out and bring them in. that the congregation of the Lord may not be as sheep that have no shepherd.
But they'll still be sheep.
They will still be sheep, but at least they're going to have a shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the Lord said to Moses, "Take Joshua, the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay your hand on him. Make him stand before Eleazar the priest and all the congregation, and you shall commission him in their sight."
So, I'd like to be clear. The Bible says that the people who follow the Bible are sheep.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's chapter 27 in Numbers, everybody.
Yeah, good job, Bible. I'd like to shake your hand.
Thank you.
You shall invest him with some of your authority, that all the congregation of the people of Israel may obey. And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest, who shall inquire for him by the judgment of the Urim before the Lord. At his word they shall go out, and at his word they shall come in, both he and all the people of Israel with him, the whole congregation. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him. He took Joshua and made him stand before Eleazar the priest and the whole congregation, and he laid his hands on him and commissioned him as the Lord directed through Moses. So he is the rightful successor of Moses.
Now, there's a lot of laying on hands that happens.
Throughout this entire thing.
Throughout all of it. Yeah, they do it when they sacrifice animals. They do it when they bestow blessings and honors. And later on, they do it while doing faith healing.
Yeah, which actually, in retrospect, I find very interesting how they kind of tied it in together with, how was it Abraham or was it Jacob? But it was the last chapter of Genesis. No, it was Abraham, right? I think it was Abraham who
Abraham
he was.
didn't survive to the last chapter of Genesis.
Who was it? I forget who it was. Was it?
There was Joseph and his.
Was it? No, I think it was. Maybe it was Jacob, the guy who was blind at the end of his life, no, his sons were Jacob and Esau, and he laid his hands on Jacob when he thought it was going to be Esau, because they tricked him. Remember?
Isaac?
Was it? It was Isaac. Yes. Thank you. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I find that really weird that that's how they would have explained the whole laying of the hands thing, because it's a tradition that will go back to Isaac, because he was blind. He had to lay his hands on people.
Yeah.
So I just find that interesting.
Yeah. Well,
And remember, if you're enjoying the stream, drop a like.
yeah, it helps us out a lot.
It does. All right, let's continue.
Yep. Chapter 28 of Numbers. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say unto them, My offering and my bread for my sacrifice is made by fire. For a sweet savor unto me shall ye observe to offer unto me in their due season.
So, hold on. You said, once again, you had fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mine here says, my offering, my food for my food offerings, my pleasing aroma, you shall be careful to offer to me at its appointed time.
Right.
Aroma.
Well, it's kind of like the occult systems that do their whole astrology thing where they're like, oh, in order to contact this genie or whatever, you have to be doing it in the hour of the sun the symbol of Scorpio.
I get the time thing.
Yeah.
thing. That makes sense. But I just find it really interesting that yours has fire and mine has what, aroma?
Well, mine says sweet savor,
okay.
which is the aroma. I think that instead of food offering, it says sacrifices made by fire.
Oh, okay.
And thou shalt say unto them, This is the offering made by fire, which ye shall offer unto the Lord. 2 lambs for the first year without spot by day, for a continual burnt offering. So every single day, they burn 2 lambs.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
We're hungry.
The 1 lamb shalt thou offer in the morning, and the other lamb shalt thou offer at even. and a 10th part of an ephah of flour for a meat offering, mingled with the 4th part of a hin of beaten oil. This is like a cookbook.
Yeah.
It is a continual burnt offering, which was ordained in Mount Sinai for a sweet savor, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord. And the drink offering thereof shall be the 4th part of a hin of for the one lamb. In the holy place shalt thou cause the strong wine to be poured unto the Lord for a drink offering. And the other lamb shalt thou offer it even as the meat offering in the morning, and as the drink offering thereof thou shalt offer it a sacrifice made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. And on the Sabbath day 2 lambs of the first year without spot, and 2/10 deals of flour for a meat offering mingled with oil, and the drink offering thereof. This is the burnt offering of every Sabbath, beside the continual burnt offering, and his drink offering. And in the beginnings of your months ye shall offer a burnt offering unto the Lord, 2 young bullocks, and 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without spot, and 3/10 deals of flour for a meat offering mingled with oil for 1 bullock, and 2/10 deals of flour for a meat offering mingled with oil for 1 ram, and and a several 10th deal of flour mingled with oil for a meat offering unto 1 lamb, for a burnt offering of a sweet savor, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord. And their drink offerings shall be half a hin of wine unto a bullock, and the 3rd part of a hin unto a ram, and the 4th part of a hin unto a lamb. This is the burnt offering of every month throughout the months of the year. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering unto the Lord shall be offered, beside the continual burnt offering, and his drink offering.
So this is they're just adding on the offerings here.
Yeah.
Like they have offerings for everything, and now it's
in addition to the sin offerings that people give.
So the sin offerings, food offerings, and now it's like all the now they have monthly offerings
and daily offerings,
daily ones,
and Sabbath offerings.
Yes.
So if it's the first Sabbath of the month, you're sacrificing like 30 animals.
Yeah, you're like, okay, what are we doing today? We are slaughtering a bunch of animals.
Eradicating a species.
We're eradicating a species.
Yeah.
It's like, good. What species this time? Looks like 3 of them.
Yeah.
And it's, I had some other commentary. Oh, right. So chapters 28 and 29, I think. Yeah, it's all offerings and shit. That's all written by a redactor.
This is all redactor.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that they didn't produce enough food for the priesthood to be comfortable at this point in time.
So they're just asking for more,
They just asked for more. And their drink offering shall be a half a hin of wine unto a bullock, for a 3rd part of a hin unto a ram.
You're on 16.
Okay. And in the 14th day of the first month is the Passover of the Lord. And in the 15th day of this month is the feast. 7 days shall unleavened bread be eaten. In the first day shall be a holy convocation. Ye shall do no manner of servile work therein, but ye shall offer a sacrifice made by fire for a burnt offering unto the Lord, 2 young bullocks, and 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year. They shall be unto you without blemish. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil. 3/10 deals shall ye offer for a bullock, and 2/10 deals for a ram. A several 10th deal shalt thou offer for every lamb, throughout the 7 lambs, and 1 goat for a sin offering, to make an atonement for you. You shall offer these beside the burnt offering in the morning, which is for a continual burnt offering. After this manner ye shall offer daily, throughout the 7 days, the meat of the sacrifice made by fire, of a sweet savor unto the Lord. It shall be offered beside the continual burnt offering and his drink offering. And on the 7th day ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work. Also, in the day of the first fruits, when ye bring a new meat offering unto the Lord, after your weeks be out, ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work. But ye shall offer the burnt offerings for a sweet savour unto the Lord. 2 young bullocks, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year, and their meat offerings of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals unto 1 bullock, 2/10 deals unto 1 ram, a several 10th deal unto 1 lamb throughout the 7 lambs, and 1 kid of the goats, to make an atonement for you. You shall offer them beside the continual burnt offering and his meat offering. They shall be unto you without blemish, and their drink offerings.
So, I find it okay. So, what did you have at verse 26?
Also, in the day of the first fruits, when ye bring a new meat offering unto the Lord, after your weeks be out, ye shall have a
So
holy
you said
convocation.
after your weeks be what?
Be out.
Be out. Weird. Okay, I have Feast of Weeks. What is the feast? Did we go? I don't think we went over a Feast of Weeks, did we?
No.
Oh no, this is the offerings for the Feast of Weeks.
This is the offering.
Okay, gotcha. All
Yeah.
right, so they're just calling it something else, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, let's just have different names for the same thing over and over again. That makes sense.
Then that's not going to confuse anybody. Eliezer. Get it? Because ever.
You should have said Eliever.
That would have been good.
Yeah, it would have.
Kind of better.
It would have been at least better than Eliezer.
Oh, fuck off.
Anyways, we finished that chapter. If you're enjoying this so far, spread it around.
Drop a like, helps us out.
Yeah.
All right. And
Carry
now,
on.
Yep. And now we are on to the last chapter for today, chapter 29. Some more offerings. Let's see what other crazy shit they could come up with.
Oh, yippee!
Yep. On the first day of the 7th month, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall not do any ordinary work. It is a day for you to blow the trumpets. And you shall offer a burnt offering for a pleasing aroma to the Lord. 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram, 7 male lambs, a year old without blemish. Also, their grain offering of fine flour mixed with oil. 3/10 of an ephah for the bull, 2/10 for the ram, and 1/10 for each of the 7 lambs. Jesus. Fuck, this is just so much shit.
Also, there's the continual offering that's still going
Yeah,
on.
that's still going on every day. With 1 male goat for a sin offering to make atonement for you. Beside the burnt offering of the new moon and its grain offering, and the regular burnt offering and its grain offering, and their drink offering, according to the rule for them, for a pleasing aroma, a food offering to the Lord.
Okay, and for the new moon, that's because the Hebrew calendar uses a lunar calendar system. So the new moon is the new month.
Okay.
So it's a thing that they do at the beginning of every month.
Okay. This is so much shit. Wasn't there that one riddle, about the man from Ives or something? This man from Ives had 7 wives, and then, it's like one of those weird math problems, Have you ever heard that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, this just seems like they have this one thing that they're doing, but then that thing consists of a bunch of other things, and then each of those things has a bunch of other things along with it. So,
You sound insane.
what? How? Fuck off. All right, well, I know what I'm talking
Let's
about.
gaslight Lawrence.
On the 10th day of this 7th month, you shall have a holy convocation and afflict yourselves. You shall do no work, but you shall offer a burnt offering to the Lord, a pleasing aroma, 1 bull from the herd, 1 ram, 7 male lambs a year old. See that they are without blemish. And their grain offering shall be of fine flour mixed with oil, 3/10 of an ephah for the bull, 2/10 for the 1 ram, a 10th for each of the 7 lambs, also 1 male goat for a sin offering, besides the sin offering of atonement, and the regular burnt offering.
The continual burnt
The
offering.
con-
That's what mine says.
I like continual better. Regular burnt offering and its grain offering and their drink offerings.
So, I like how, even though it says outright that you should never sacrifice any of these things if they have a blemish, like, many times,
Right, yeah.
they choose to repeat it over and over again. Like, can't we just have one verse that says, whenever you make a sacrifice, make sure it's without blemish?
No, they had to make sure it was without blemish. You know, and actually, speaking of without blemish, I was having a thought yesterday
Yeah.
as to why doesn't God heal amputees?
Oh, it's a test of their
No,
faith.
not that.
Like Job.
That's a bullshit answer. I mean, it's all bullshit answers.
No.
None of this shit's real. But when they're talking about, do you remember when Chris did that holy shit episode, and it was like no one with blemish can like go into a house of the Lord or something?
No.
No? Okay. Well, there was a verse about Chris. What was that verse?
What verse?
Like something about no one without blemish can enter a house of the Lord or something.
Oh,
Where you were all like, I've lost my dick and balls.
yeah. That other series I'm in with more views.
Yeah.
I don't know what verse that is, but it was before.
Okay.
We had it already.
Okay, yeah, we've had the verse already. So there is a verse about that. So that's what I'm guessing. Because they have a blemish, they don't get any help from God. God doesn't care about them because they have
because
a
they're
blemish.
blemished.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Well, if
theology.
Well, to this day, if you've had like an organ removed, you can't be buried in some Jewish cemeteries because you're blemished.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Aha! I was correct. See? I'm a theologian now.
Yep.
That's
Continue.
like
on.
having a degree in cryptozoology.
Ooh, I would love a degree in cryptozoology.
All right. On the 15th day of the 7th month, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall not do any ordinary work, and you shall keep a feast to the Lord 7 days. And this is the Feast of Booths that we were talking about before in Leviticus.
Yes.
And you shall offer a burnt offering, a food offering, with a pleasing aroma to the Lord. 13 bulls from the herd. Jesus fuck.
What the
13 bulls from the herd. Fucking hell. Man.
Continue.
God damn it.
It gets worse.
It's okay. Keep this in mind. Okay, so 13 bulls from the herd, 2 rams, 14 male lambs, a year old,
Without blemish.
without blemish, and their grain offering of fine flour mixed with oil, 3/10 of an ephah for each of the 13 bulls, 2/10 for each of the 2 rams, and 1/10 for each of the 14 lambs. Oh my God.
Okay, let's just kill every animal.
Yeah.
Why not? You know,
Also,
we watched that video about Solomon by that animator.
by Dark Matter.
Dark Matter, yeah.
Yeah.
And he just had that pile of it. He wasn't exaggerating.
It was not exactly
That's exactly what they wanted them to do.
like. How fast do you think they were getting through these? Because there is no way that these animals could reproduce that fast
No.
to keep up with this shit.
No, that's insane.
They just came up with an elaborate way to kill a lot of animals.
Yeah.
It just sounds like slaughter with extra steps.
Like, do they intend to feed literally everyone with this? But is that it?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's the only situation where I could see this actually working, right?
But it'll only work for a little while,
Only
too.
a little while, and then you'd run out of animals and you'd be dead. But
Then you're like, oh, damn these temporary solutions.
yeah.
Okay. Also, 1 male goat for a sin offering, besides the regular burnt offering, its grain offering, and its drink offering. Oh my God, there's more of this. Okay. On the 2nd day, that's the first day. On the 2nd day, oh no, that was the 15th day, sorry. On the 2nd day, 12 bulls from the herd, 2 rams, 14 male lambs, a year old without blemish. with the grain offering and the drink offerings for the bulls, for the rams, and for the lambs in the prescribed quantities. Also,
Finally, they say in the prescribed quantity.
Yeah.
That's great. Can we keep doing that?
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see if he was just finally fed up with writing all this shit. He was like, fucking carpal tunnel, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, 1 male goat for a sin offering. Besides, I already read that. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. No. Also, 1 male goat for a sin offering. Besides the regular burnt offering and its grain offering and their drink offerings. On the 3rd day, 11 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs a year old without blemish, with the grain offering and the drink offerings for the bulls, for the rams, and for the lambs in the prescribed quantities. There you go. Also, 1 male goat for a sin offering, besides... there's always that 1 male goat. Also, 1 male goat for a sin offering, besides the regular burnt offering, and its grain offering and its drink offering. On the 4th day... Oh, because this is a week feast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. What day am I on? The 4th?
Yeah.
Okay, good. On the 4th day, 10 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs a year old without blemish, with the grain offering and the drink offerings for the bulls, for the rams, and for the lambs in the prescribed quantities. Also, 1 male goat for a sin offering, besides the regular burnt offering, its grain offering, and its drink offering. On the 5th day, 9 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs a year old without blemish, with the grain offering and the drink offerings for the bulls, for the rams, and for the lambs in the prescribed quantities. Also, 1 male goat for a sin offering, besides the regular burnt offering and its grain offering and its drink offering. On the 6th day, 8 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs a year old without blemish, with the grain offering and the drink offerings for the bulls, for the rams, and for the lambs in the prescribed quantities. Also, 1 male goat for a sin offering, besides the regular burnt offering, its grain offering, and its drink offering. This is a lot of killing.
There's so much death.
This is a lot of killing.
This is just animal murder. This is
Like-
literally genocide.
Like, I know that, like, we don't do this kind of stuff.
Sometimes.
Like, we do kill a lot of animals for food, but we also like give them time to breed and shit,
Yeah.
and we have like presumably way more than they had in this little area.
Yeah. And
They wiped out the local population.
They would wipe out everything. Every animal is just
this is
dead.
insanity.
On the 7th day,
They kill all of them again.
7 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs a year old without blemish, with the grain offering and the drink offerings for the bulls, for the rams, and for the lambs in the prescribed quantities. Also, 1 male goat for a sin offering, besides the regular burnt offering, its grain offering, and its drink offering. Oh, there's more. On the 8th day,
What?
so it was supposed to be a feast for 7 days, right? So, so only the feast was for 7 days.
What's going on now?
I don't know. Let's find out.
On the 8th day.
Oh, you shall have a solemn assembly. You shall not do any ordinary work, but you shall offer a burnt offering. Of course you shall offer a burnt offering.
Okay, why not?
Yeah. A food offering with a pleasing aroma to the Lord. 1 bull, 1 ram, 7 male lambs a year old without blemish.
It's the same list.
Yep, almost. And the grain offering and the drink offerings for the bull, for the ram, and for the lambs in the prescribed quantities. And also the male goat. Also 1 male goat for a sin offering, besides the regular burnt offering, and its grain offering, and its drink offering. Okay, so 7 days of wiping out the population, along with the other sacrifices you're making.
Yeah.
And then an 8th day of killing a few more things, along with the other sacrifices you're making. This is ridiculous.
It is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you couldn't even eat like this. Right? You
No.
couldn't even eat like that.
Sure, they had a lot of people, but I think, I mean, that is a lot of people, theoretically. Like, if you're following their lists, it's quite a lot of people.
Yeah, but this would be like Thanksgiving all week.
It would be, yeah, you would just not be able to handle that much food. I don't think.
You just gorge yourself.
Yeah, and like these aren't like some of these are small animals, but they aren't all small animals.
Well, they're sacrifices too. So the people making the sacrifices, they get some of the food, but mainly, all this is going to the priesthood, according to the Levitical laws.
Maybe they're well, they're the ones that have to do the sacrifice.
Yeah.
And they do get some of the food. So this is wow. Were there just a lot of priests all of a sudden, and they're like, we need more.
It sounds like the priesthood is just
we need more
hoarding
food.
all of the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got 20 viewers, which is fucking fantastic. Drop a like, guys, if you're enjoying this, and we're almost done with the stream anyways.
Yeah,
but yeah, if you guys are enjoying this, we had a monk walk in earlier for the people that weren't here, so you can go back in the stream and some dude just kind of crashes our shit.
Yeah, we got like Jesus balloons and stuff.
They're still here.
Yeah, the balloons are still
they're
there.
over there.
Yeah. There's a nice Jesus balloon over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Almost done with this. These you shall offer to the Lord at your appointed feasts, in addition to your vow offerings and your free will offerings, for your burnt offerings and for your grain offerings and for your drink offerings and for your peace offerings. So Moses told the people of Israel everything just as the Lord had commanded Moses.
Holy crap.
And they got a note here. This is that last verse here. 40 is in the Hebrew text. It's the first verse of the next chapter of chapter 30.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's just that. So because it's about vows, and this next section is about vows.
Wow, that was something.
Yeah, that was a lot of killing.
Yeah.
That was a lot of slaughtering animals.
Why, though? Those poor animals.
That was... Wow, okay. Although, call me terrible if you will, and I call me terrible all the time, but I really could go for some barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry.
I could really...
After all that.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, definitely. All this burning of meat and stuff.
Savory.
You just kind of
Pleasant aroma.
Yeah.
Key words.
Yeah.
This is one hell of a barbecue, though.
Delicious.
Yeah, God has the best barbecues. Yeah, absolutely. Shit, do you want to go get barbecue? Do you guys want to get barbecue?
Maybe.
Okay, fine, whatever. We'll talk about that.
In any case, next time on Atheist Sunday School, we're covering numbers 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
It's 36. We are.
And then we're done with numbers.
Yes.
And we're moving on to Deuteronomy, the time after next time.
Yeah.
And it's about goddamn time.
It's about fucking time that we're done with numbers. So yeah, next week we are finishing numbers, and there is a cool story that I actually want to learn more about. It's another one of those vengeance things. It's another killing of Midianites.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to get into that. But thank you guys so much for joining us, and we have 18 viewers. That's great. That is a really good number for us, actually.
And hey, if you enjoy this kind of content, like, subscribe, Patreon, buy our t-shirts on Teespring. And we have a forum, MilwaukeeAtheist.com.
Yes, we haven't shilled that out in a while. MilwaukeeAtheist.com. Check out the forums.
Yep. All right. And without further ado, that's all I have to say.
Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon.